Now, a hospital in Manchester is investigating allegations its staff treated a 9-year-old child incompetently because he was Jewish. The boy's uncle claims his nephew was made to lie on the floor when he wore his kippah. But on a different occasion, when he was not, quote, visibly Jewish, he received quick care. This is an astonishing story, and I'm joined now by my GBNews colleague, Josh Howie. Josh, welcome to the show. This story simply took my breath away when I read the details of this earlier. Josh, explain to us what on earth is happening.
Yeah, well, it seems like I've become your expert on when something rubbish happens to British Jews. And unfortunately, I'm on the show quite a lot. Just yesterday, there was a house in Hackney was firebombed by someone shouting out anti-Semitic madness. So this story, yes. This 9-year-old, he has a blood disorder. He goes in to have his blood changed, I guess, or I'm not a doctor, contrary to what my parents wished. And when he went in a couple of times, he had the same nurses. Supposedly they were covered in Palestinian flags and stickers, badges. He received, supposedly on those times, the wrong treatment. The last time he went in to see them, they kicked him off his bed and he was ended up being treated on the floor. We've seen photo evidence of that. He got scared. And this time when he went in for treatment, he went in without any visible Jewish clothing, wasn't wearing his yarmulke, wasn't wearing his tzitzit, which is what you wear underneath for religious Jews. And surprise, surprise, he got immediate treatment. He didn't have to wait like he'd had the last few times, and he got the correct treatment. So that does speak. That's not definitive evidence of necessarily of intent, but there's something wrong there. Something wrong happened to him in the past. Supposedly, people are investigating. I haven't seen many official, like Andy Berman, who is the Manchester mayor, speak out about it yet. But we are seeing a trend here. I can only speak anecdotally, but I have friends one of my friends is Jewish, who works in a school in a part of London that has a very high Muslim quota, and all of the other teachers wear these Palestinian badges. She's on WhatsApp groups. They post stuff that she finds very offensive. She's finding it a very hard time for her at the moment, and this other one Jewish teacher there. And at the very least, I think that people shouldn't be wearing this stuff. We saw King's Cross this week in London. We saw these, not that Palestinian badges necessarily religious in intent, but when we are seeing, I would say, inappropriate badges or being brought into work environments, it obviously, it's funny because people, this whole microaggression that term became very popular over the last few years. But it's like, microaggressions towards other ethnicities, we all have to be really careful about. But aggression, some people who see the Palestinian flag, Jews who have, I know relatives who, not my relatives, but friends of mine whose relatives are kidnapped at the moment, who were murdered on October 7th, that flag does not bring up positive associations for them. But of course, they're Jewish, so it doesn't matter.
OK, Josh Howie, it's worth pointing out the firebomb incident in Hackney. That's an alleged anti-Semitic incident. I think the police are still investigating. That's a live case, so let's be delicate there. And I think Andy Burnham has passed a comment. He said that there is an investigation underway into this, but nevertheless, Josh Howie, the very notion that particularly a vulnerable child is dependent on care for its life-saving routine is not getting equality at the point of service is a chilling story indeed. OK, Josh Howie, thank you very much for joining us on the show